just a terror. You're a terribility.
Whatever that one is. Tis the new one.
It is. It was just born today. Terribility. That's what you are.
I'll mark that one down.
All right, we're gonna write that in. Put it in our notes. Put it on the calendar.
Pretty much. What you
What's
doing?
going on, baby? Um, chilling. Just doing gummy shit. What you doing?
Mm. Well, I'm ready to do sleep shit.
All right. So are we locked in? Are you in character? How was your day, baby?
My day's good, and we're fine. I'm fine. All is well.
There's a there's a little bit of unbelievable behind that. It's a
I'm
sprinkle.
just tired, honey. That's all. I'm
That's
always
never gonna
tired.
go. That's never gonna go away.
Yeah, it don't matter how much I sleep. Bitch is tired.
When I tell you, tired. How the fuck you wake up yawning? That's what I've been doing for the past like few weeks. I wake up,
Hmm.
I thought
I'm
I think
just
I've slept
tired.
enough hours, and I just start yawning. Well, how do you open your eyes and yawn? Really? You're supposed to be able to open your eyes and stretch.
Well, I had a nap yesterday, but it was only like 30 minutes.
Hey, a
And
win
then
is a
I'm up
win.
now, and I had a people today, and is mm.
Oh, that'll do it. Say less. Okay. All right.
You know
We'll
when you
get this
people
show.
and you don't want to people?
We'll get this show on the road because I already say less. I already know what you're going through. It's like one of those, like, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And you know what I don't like about our new recording method? Is it don't tell you, hey, this is being recorded anymore. So I kind of have to pick up. I have to pick up on your voice cue, and it dawned on me that we're recording. So I was like, wait a minute, he done pulled some
Wait,
slick shit.
bro, why would you circle back around? Like, you know, at this point now, we passed all this stage now, bitch. We hit record on hello. It'd be some good shit in there. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, anyway, welcome to the mirror.
Welcome back to
Unbeknownst to
the
me,
mirror. What's
unbeknownst
up?
to
How you?
me, fucking dick. He's a dick.
Like, in your vagina, so put them together, you have what?
Well,
You have outsides.
speaking of, guess what today is?
What is it?
Oh my God, it's been 365 days.
Since what?
You mentioned vagina and penises.
Oh shit! Oh my god! My fault, gang.
Well, you put two and two together, and that's what I've not done for
Okay, I wasn't
365
ready.
days.
I wasn't ready. Like, you want to make sure you put that in the front. Okay, I got it. Okay, okay, you're organized. You have organized chaos. Got it. Well, on that note, I hate
Cheers.
that for you. Fuck.
I love that for
No, no
me.
fuck. No, don't use that word.
I love
I
that
don't
for
know.
me.
I don't know what the fuck to do. Look,
I'm happy. That's all that should matter. I'm happy. Honey, I don't take
that's
bodies just because.
for sure. That's definitely important.
And I don't take bodies because I don't want to trade my energy with nobody.
It's
And
not. It's
plus, my
not worth
last situationship ruined all of that for me.
and it gets boring. It's like, okay, you put this there and do that. Okay, what's your next trick? The fuck? I need to connect on a whole other level, and there's several levels to connect on. You know, so I get it.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But sorry, guys, we did have to take a little bit of break. Unfortunately, life happened. But we're
We had to go through some
back.
we had to deal with some mental shit. But guess what?
But
Your
we're
favorite
back.
crazies are back.
Crazier
Ah.
than ever. Maybe a little more crazy because I took a
Yeah,
week to
maybe
deal with my
my
crazy.
right minor adjustments. You know, just did a little cleaning up, a little sprucing up. You know,
Just a
summer
little,
cleaning.
a little razzle dazzles.
It's all good. We had shit. You know, we had to put glitter and mud and make mud pies, and you know, but in the end, it don't
In
sound
the
good.
end, we survived it. You went on a trip.
I never left.
You fucking did.
So
You did.
what's been going on with you? How's life? How's life? What's going on, Swin?
I mean, life is life, and that's about all I got. My uncle passed away, so I had to take time. to be with the family and do family stuff. I
Right.
got a turtle. I got a turtle.
Yeah,
His name is
you know what makes
Toby.
this crazy? Okay, so what makes this like crazy is like when you play it back and the way that you pile up the incidents. It's like it does not seem believable. It's like my uncle passed. I have a turtle, so I've been dealing with being attacked all fucking week. So now, great, you added this to it, so I can't wait to see this shit next week.
What are you being attacked for? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
uh, right. Anyway, we missed y'all, so we're back, and
You
we're
probably
back to
missed
our
us.
bullshit.
We just
And we
be talking
probably
about
missed,
shit.
and we probably missed a dose of medication, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I promise you.
Or 2 or 3 days.
Everything's good. No one died.
Everything's fine. Well, somebody did die, sadly.
Oh my god, twin! This just doesn't stop. It's like a revolving fucking door, bro. Okay.
Okay, the way to heal is to laugh at the fucking drama.
It
And
just be
after
saying
what
shit,
I've been through,
and we're the wrong ones to go through trauma because the trauma don't be. My fault. You know that was really just like
you shouldn't have said
that was
that because
that
somebody
was
technically
that
did pass away.
yeah, that was a bad taste, but
Yeah,
you
it was.
highlighted it, which made it a bad taster. So
Which made
you
it
cut
us.
that shit.
It was some mirror mirror shit right there.
Damn.
Yep.
All right, y'all got the right set. You know what? We need to go edit that out. Y'all got that. That's raw and unfiltered. There you go. That's raw honey right there.
So what are we going to talk about? Oh yeah, what we are going to talk about. I'm pretty excited about this week.
Oh hell yeah! The shit's about to be lit.
So
So
yeah, you want to start it
what,
off?
what we got lined up, I don't know how it's going to spill out and get placed with everybody, but we're going to be speaking about the seven deadly sins and what that looks like because it comes in all
But
different forms and shapes,
right,
sizes, and colors.
exactly. But you guys, we're not going to talk about it per se in the biblical sense. Like
Absolutely not.
if
No,
you
we're
commit
doing
these sins, you're automatically going to hell, whatever. No, we're going to talk about it like on the social media, reality TV, culture,
no. We doing we
parenting,
doing look. We're doing a lotto version on this.
pretty much. I mean, Big Mama. Anyway,
Yeah.
here, so yeah, we're just going to do, a little discussion about it and just kind of, how it relates to modern life. So if y'all don't know, what your seven deadly sins are, you have envy, pride,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
wrath,
Mm-hmm.
sloth,
Mm-hmm.
greed, gluttony, lust. Yeah, those are it. Those are the ones. But twin, let's see. Before we actually jump into this, I wanna kind of start in order. So,
Right. What you
before
got?
we jump into it, what would you say? What sin do you struggle with the most?
Oh. Okay. So which one do I struggle with? As in, like, identifying with that sin or what I'm getting.
I would say just in general. What sin would you say is what you deal with? I know what mine is.
Mine is wrath.
That's valid. Well,
it,
I'm a Capricorn.
it was a giggle behind that. So
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn, so mine's gonna be greed, and we'll break more into why mine is greed and why yours is wrath. And I think, society as a whole, I think that they struggle with envy the most.
yeah, for sure, definitely. I can see that. Yeah, that was a good point.
Well, let's kick it off and let's talk about envy. So, the synopsis of envy, why do they have what I don't? Or how do
Hmm.
I obtain what they have type thing. So
Right,
if you
right.
look at it, we always interface all day, every day. We have social media comparisons. You've got your Instagram lifestyles, you've got your influencers, you've got your individuals that, on reality TV, and it's always kind of like the pressure that you got to keep up. Like something that I see in our generation, people feeling like they're not where they're supposed to be. And if you think back 15, 20 years ago before social media, we weren't really focused on where we were exactly at in our life because it wasn't blasted in front of us how well one person's doing or how bad another person's doing. I think social media just makes a world where we're more envious of other people.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and it's more accessible and easy now, and people don't even know that you are kind of, I don't know, like it's almost like you are pre brainwashing yourself and getting into that character subconsciously because you're not even realizing it, So even if it's not shown today, it will be shown, next week or the next
Hmm.
6 months or next year. But there's something that you are gauging your experience with along the way. And I don't get it. I've seen it. I lived it. We're both getting it. With the envy. We've had. You know what? I got a perfect example for you.
Hmm.
So I was recently told that, basically, I think my shit don't stink and blah blah blah, so on, so forth. But I've never thought that about myself. It's like, first of all, I've never like sat there and smelt my shit, so I don't not
Oh
think it
God,
stinks.
so grotesque, disgusting.
But no, it's just like just interactions with people, especially with people who don't know us personally.
Hmm.
We get a lot of pushback on that, which is it takes a very, I don't know, a calculated person to be able to navigate this in a safe way
Yeah, I
and
think
not.
that that is, like you said, in a safe way.
Yeah.
You think about how we have other people's lives flashed in front of us, at all times. You're seeing them buying new homes, going on these luxury vacations, and just all of those things. It is important that you have to stay grounded. And you have to, like J. Cole says, you gotta love yours. You know, you have to love where you're at in your life. Do you think that, I mean, I think we kind of answered the social media thing has kind of made envy worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in a sense, envy can also, in my eyes, I think it could be motivating. It's not always destructive. You can
And
look
that
at something and
I'm so
build
glad you
an
said that.
aspiration.
Yes. Yes.
You can build an aspiration. Like for us, living out loud now and focusing on this podcast and focusing up on trying to build up the social medias. We can
Hmm.
look at other influencers and we look at other podcasters and we're like, that's an aspiration for us. We're not envious.
At
We
all.
want to build the same platform in what you've built. And we're starting from the bottom and we're working our way up. So when I'm looking at these reels and I'm looking, at these people, I'm not necessarily envious of their life. It's what I'm
Mm.
aspiring to build my life to be. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, and that's one thing that I can say that I know for sure. Outside of Capricorns, I'm gonna speak to the Earth side.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, there is no envy, bone, energy, fluid, blood, any of that in us. It's like we don't do that. So I don't even know what that feels like, what envy feels like. I don't know what jealousy feels like. I don't know what, that aspect of it feels like because I've never been put in a situation. I've root for everybody. I love everyone's
Yes.
upcoming, the success and everything. And yes, I may look at it and be like, oh, I can probably do that too, whatever. But and I go do it. But it's not like a, what, you think you better than everybody. No, that is actually a flex. It's like, no, I don't even.
No, I totally feel that. And as a
I'm I'm
woman,
I'm, I'm only in competition with myself,
pretty
for real, for real.
much. Pretty much.
I'm
I mean, I
to
might be in
myself. I'm just saying
competition
that.
with you every now and then,
I mean, bitch. I mean, and tomorrow and
Just
the
a
day after
little
that too. But
friendly
that's
competition,
different. That's fine. Little trip and slap here and there. That's fine.
Here and there,
That's good.
yeah. But no, as a woman, I'm a girl's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I see women out in
Vagina.
public, I'll be like, girl, you are so pretty. Like I am all about uplifting and I'm not, I don't try to be that, although I do have a major resting bitch face. I'm really not a bitch, y'all.
That's
I'm
normal.
actually,
This ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just your face period. That's
pretty
genetics.
much. But
It
I
ain't got
am
nothing to do with what
really,
you're talking about
I'm really a girl's girl, and I really like to uplift women and make women feel good about, who they are because why not? It's not going to hurt me to uplift you. I'm not envious of anything you have. I'm not jealous of any of that. I'm just, we're all cohesive. So that's kind of how I feel. I do think, though, the bottom line on envy, I do think social media and reality shows and so on and so forth have kind of made it worse. And not so much for
now. Yeah,
us
yeah.
older generations, but these younger generations. Because, it's blasted in their face. And they're like, oh my God, I have to have
I
this.
mean,
I have
watch
to
the
be
words you
this.
use. What you mean older? You say that like it's a group activity. No, you talking about
Look,
you being older.
motherfucker, we are
Look,
millennials,
no.
okay?
I have my trigger points. Okay.
Oh my God.
So
If you
yeah,
could see my face right now, I'm like, ugh,
I don't want to. I already know what it looks like. It looks like that. Okay.
exactly. It looks like that. Yes. Yeah, which leads me to pride. You're being pretty fucking prideful right now.
You
You
know
think
what?
you know
Well,
best.
all right. Moving on to the next one. Nice way to open that up. You're welcome. Go ahead. Sister floor is yours. Go ahead. Talk about pride, Miss Prideful, Miss Lion. Go ahead,
Oh,
Miss
I love a
Mufasa.
lion, honey. I
And
don't want to be Mufasa. I don't be Mufasa. I'm like a mix. I'm a mix between Scar and
Timon and
Nala.
Pumbaa. Shut the fuck up. You Timon and Pumbaa. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Anyway, back to
Back on
pride.
task. Go ahead, vagina.
All right, Patricia. A prime example
That's
of
cool. Till we do our name
pridefulness.
calling. Okay, bet.
Okay, you're gonna get me off track for real.
Don't take much. Go ahead. I'll shut
Okay,
up.
so what would you say? Let's jump into pride. Pride can be kind of two different angles here. Like you're too prideful to ask for help, or you're too prideful to show like weakness.
Right.
For an example, a toxic independence. I don't need nobody. I can be prideful. I would say I can be very prideful because I am one of them alpha females. I don't need nobody. And I say it all the fucking time. I don't need nobody. But in reality, we do need people. We are humans. We do need to feel loved. And we need to give
Mm,
love and we need to be loved. Shut up. This is not the time for a smart ass remark. You need me. I need
okay.
you. So let's not even
Mhm.
go there and pretend like we
Mhm.
don't need each other here. Okay? Mm.
Okay. I'm blinking. I'm blinking twice, y'all. I'm blinking twice. If anyone wants to know, I am blinking actually three times now. All right, go ahead, Tom.
Do you feel like you're in
Oh
danger?
no, everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Well, it's no
Yeah.
different than when you basically said that this is,
Shut up, twin. No,
till death do us part.
no. But I had candy, so shut the fuck up. It's not different.
Anyway, I think that
Moving on.
pride is that I don't need anybody attitude. And I think that it's important sometimes that we do realize, and I'm being serious, twin, that we do realize that there are people in our inner circle and we do need people. Whether you need a therapist to vent to,
Yeah,
or
for sure.
you
Sure.
need a shoulder to lean on, or you need somebody to cry with, or you just need a fucking hug. We need
Yeah,
people.
it's a combination, and you have to at least be aware enough to know what is going to offset that feeling. So, and it's like with emotions and stuff. That's why I feel like that's a lot of the miscommunication that today's world sees because it's so many angles and levels that people are coming from to where that's where it gets clashed at. So yeah, once you separate and break it down like this, yeah, I for sure completely agree with that. Like yeah, pride, everyone has it. Some people don't have it. Some people have too much. Some people could use more. whatever the case is. But there's a recipe to it, and you got to know where that lies at. So if something happens, so what does it look like for you?
Is there a thin line? We'll say a thin line with pride, being confident or arrogant. Do you think that pridefulness can be misinterpreted for confidence
Yes,
and or
yes,
arrogance?
1,000%. And I say that because I've been in situations where I kind of had to, I don't know, like edit my responses because
Mm-hmm.
it comes off as you think you know everything, or I'm trying to be right, or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. But no, it comes from experience and my collective, you know, uh, energy through all that, and what I've learned from other people. So as I grow, I alter that also. So, but to the ones who don't get it, it literally comes off as you're Mr. Know It All, and I'm not.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't like people that know everything. I am really, that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah, yeah,
I cannot stand that shit. But
mine too.
I also think that some people can also misinterpret when we say we're protecting our peace, that it can be misconstrued as being prideful in disguise. I
Hmm.
don't think that that is accurate.
Agreed.
I think, whenever because I'm the first one, honey, I am protecting all my peace, all my energy. It's not about being prideful. It's the simple fact I don't want to fuck with you.
That and and only me can control me, so I'm going
Right.
off what the fuck I know, and I'm
Exactly.
gonna
It's not
stand by
because I'm
it. And
prideful. It's because
no,
you're disruptive to my peace. It's not because I'm arrogant or I'm confident or anything. No, the demon inside of you irritates the spirit inside of me.
yes,
So
and
we got
and
to
and
protect
you
that level.
and you met my boundary. So when you meet my boundary, this is what
It's a
that looks
wrap.
like.
Yep, this is what that looks like. There is
This is what
no
that
more
looks like.
nothing. It's
No,
gone.
you're done.
You're done. So yeah. And also, protect your peace. It doesn't matter if you feel like you're coming off as being prideful. You are the main character and you know what you need as far as your peace goes. And also, the one thing I do want to add in, sometimes pride can prevent people from accepting when they're wrong and apologizing. Sometimes
Mhm.
you do got to be the bigger person and you do got to realize when you're wrong, you're wrong. It happens in every scenario throughout life. You're not always going to be right. Sometimes you are going to be wrong. And sometimes you have to apologize for that. My fault, my bad. I really thought it was this way, but you know what?
Yeah,
You made
yeah,
me see it from a different perspective. I understand. You were right. I'm sorry. It don't cost nothing. And sometimes you do it just to fucking appease people and keep the peace.
yeah, yeah.
I think that comes with growth, though.
It does, and you also have to be aware of that transition. So that's another a subcategory that's added on to it. Once you make that move, you understand where that's coming from, and not just be doing it just to be doing it. So make sure you're standing by your emotions, and that's in the end, the end goal. That's how you that's what healthy communication looks like. And when I
And
say
Lord
that,
knows I
I
talk
mean,
about that a lot.
yeah, and with that, I mean it's like it's not no just just appeasing the opposing party, just shutting up and shutting down. Like no, you need to be able to find authentic energy that's going to receive that and deposit it in where it needs to go, and you follow up on that. That's how you get your people and your circle close, type things, and that's communicating. Don't just be doing it just to be doing it, or just don't do it just to not be doing it on purpose, or whatever that looks like to y'all. If it's not organic, and if I can't say how I feel, and it's interpreted to you in a negative manner, I have every right to be like, okay, so you're not for me, and it's not because you're deciding against me. I'm only going off what I feel and how I see
Hmm.
things. So
And
that
I
can't
think
be a
that's good to
clash.
be authentic.
Yeah, because a lot of people take it as like well, you just don't hear what I say. You don't never listen to me and whatever. And it's like, okay, but are you listening to me?
It's valid. Open communication. I love that.
That's it. That's it.
I love that so much.
And then
So,
next we got,
number three is yours. This is all you, baby.
you already
It's
know what's
all
up. You
you.
already know the motherfucking wrath.
Ooh.
You bitches do not understand.
Okay,
And
so you said this is a sin that you identify with more.
yes,
Would you like to elaborate on that?
I identify with them more because that is something that is like literally under my foot. It's not even in my back pocket. It's not in my wallet. It's not in the trunk. It's not, you know, somewhere buried. It is something that I keep hidden
Mm-hmm.
until further notice, and is executed.
Man said,
You're
bitch, I got a
laughing.
awarded label.
I mean, I'm just saying because me personally, I'm very strategic, calculated. You know that, and I try my all to avoid that aspect of life. You know, my
Yeah.
wrath is something that cannot be tamed, and I protect everyone from that. So, with that being said, it's like if I'm telling you along the way that I'm showing my work, I know what that looks like. I know what it feels. You think you know, but once you're in it, now you are just lost in the sauce because it's
Yeah,
happening.
yeah, I can see that. I don't identify with it a lot. I put my anger away a long time ago. It takes a lot to get me to that level. And whenever I get to that level, oh, everybody better watch out, baby. Because I'm like
Yeah,
you. I'm like, I turn into like a bull. I'm like,
yeah. It's it's it's
let's
it's
do
our it's
this.
our nature. We want
Yeah,
everyone to succeed. We want everyone
yeah.
happy. We want everyone
Mhm.
to understand each
I
other.
don't, yeah, I don't
And
get angry a lot. I have a temper. And whenever that bitch is said, it's, ooh, Virginia really comes out.
this, something happened today does not mean, like your consequences come later. The wrath can be a really long thing with me. It's like I won't react today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but the wrath you're going to definitely feel because that's when I recalibrate how
I
I
can feel
think
that. Yes, yes.
and approach
Because,
things. And it
yes,
depends on the circumstances. It's like this wrath can be a 2 day long thing, or it can be the next 5 years for your ass.
could be because the grudge is held.
Yeah.
A grudge do be held. And, if y'all have learned one thing about us, we are overthinkers. And that means that we've thought about this and we sat on it for a long time.
Mhm. And confirmation. We confirmed why we feel like this because we want to make sure
Probably
that
3 or 4 times.
yeah,
It's been
that's what I'm
confirmed.
saying. Yeah,
And then we have
and
a
it's not,
meeting about it. Then we have a
yeah,
meeting amongst our peers
yeah, we do.
to determine if it's valid.
Yep. And then even times like and then when it gets real bad, it's like we'll call each other, be like, okay, make sure I'm not tripping. Let me tell you this. You be like, what? Oh hell no. Well, okay,
Pretty much.
exactly. So turn the fuck up then, right? Making sure I'm not fucking crazy because I don't want to be like labeled as like, oh, you're overreacting, blah
No,
blah blah.
no, there's confirmation, and we even have another same party that we will confirm with too,
Yep,
because she's a Libra, scale of justice.
very very important.
She gives us both angles.
And
It's
she be like, hold on, y'all, hold on.
yeah, she'll let us see other
Go sit down.
perspectives.
You come here.
But if you get the two strikes, one from him and one from her, oh, it's a wrap. That means it's
Oh, you're
legit.
done. Your your life
It's a
is about to
legit
be
wrap.
hell.
I do want to discuss it though in a digital age, not so much as, how we deal with wrath and how other people may deal with wrath. Everybody deals with anger differently. But,
Right.
we live in this world now, as we mentioned with the social media and envy. We're Front Street in everybody's life all day long. You've got now we're living in cancel culture. You're watching feuds play out on social media, people arguing in comment sections. What I want to know is why people are so fucking comfortable being so cruel and angry to strangers, people they don't even know. I
Yeah,
don't
and
get it.
then and then the pressure and the push of why you're basically stepping and climbing over each other to get to nowhere. So what does that even do for you? But at the same time, with the digital age, I know a lot of times because I've done it, and you do it for fun, just to what they say, those saying poke the bear, just to say some shit, just to get
No, and
get a
I
reaction.
understand in instances, you know, some instances. Because we had an argument on the internet once with this weird ass guy, me, you, and
We
your
did.
spouse. It was a whole
Hmm
thing. But he shouldn't have called me ugly because I'm not ugly.
and that was your last straw.
That was my last straw. I lit that motherfucker
He
up. You can say
said the
whatever you want to say about
audacity.
me,
Like
but don't call me ugly because I'm
they
not
go
an
to your
ugly bitch.
profile, you looking like that.
Looking
Okay.
like you ain't brushed your teeth in 3 days. The
I
fuck?
mean 3 months. Mm-mm.
Oh, I hate a motherfucker who look like a breast stink. That is one of my things. You
Oh,
know that is one of my things. You can look at
we
somebody and just
look.
know their breast stink.
Shut the fuck
Ugh.
up. You know, we be calling that shit out real quick. You be like, you look like you stink, motherfucker. Like,
But
the
anyway,
fuck up.
aside from that, I do feel like people are just, they're okay with being so cruel. Like, I'm on TikTok and if I follow people that cook or, just other people, I get so tired of the Karens. I'm so sick of the Karens hopping in on the parenting TikToks. Well, you should do it this way. You should do it that way. Or the people cooking, you need to do it this way. Why the fuck is you letting a stranger hold that
Right,
much energy over you where you got to get in there and you got to make comments on how they do something just because it's different from what you do? Why are you letting them
right.
get you so angry? Now, I will argue with a motherfucker when it comes to politics, though. I ain't gonna lie about that. You know it. Everybody who knows me knows that I will argue somebody down. But that's just because I'm passionate in my beliefs. I ain't doing it to make you mad, and I'm not actually downgrading you as a person. We talking about the situation. So, y'all, if you
Yeah.
ever catch me online, you want to argue about politics, you better come with your facts, because I will
Look, why would
argue
you
you
say that?
down.
Why would you say it and our DMs are already overflowing? Just stop. You're just opening the gate for bullshit. I'm sick and tired. This is why
Because
the
you know
fuck you
what?
took
I
over.
might wake up in 3 days and I might go through them all and be like, shit, I got time today.
Girl, fuck
I
all.
might.
No. Well, I'm
No,
gonna
shit.
forward you mine. You can have time
No,
for me
twin,
too.
because I showed you mine the other day. My screenshot, I don't even answer that shit. I just be like, anyway.
What are
If
y'all
I don't
doing out here?
entertain it, I don't answer it. I don't care, y'all. Usually my DMs be setting. You got to be real creative for me to respond. You got to
I mean,
say
right? Yeah,
something.
it's
You
got to
got
be
to
some
come
glitter and
with something that
rainbows or
I
some
ain't
shit. Like,
heard.
give me something spectacular. Like, what
You
the
got
fuck
to
you
come
talking
me.
about?
Yeah, you got to come with me like for real, for real. You can't just, what's up, beautiful? Fuck that.
No.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Oh, you're this. Shut the fuck up.
Where's the
Shut up.
deposit?
Right.
You want to talk shit? Put some shit down.
Okay, now we're getting off subject on wrath. But do
No,
you
that's part
think
of the
that,
rap.
like, when people, well, I guess it would be because it does make me pretty damn mad. But do you think that, but would you think public shaming people is that people showing their own wrath? Like, are they being angry? Like, what in the world would make you want to yell at Susie for the way she made her sourdough? The fuck? Why?
I mean, in
I
this
don't
day
get
and
it. Why are
age,
you so angry?
in this day and age, I mean, the pattern has been it's rinse and repeat. You know, from
Well,
your
everything's rinse
adolescent
and repeat,
age.
and all these people are copy and paste.
Yeah, and even as adults, I mean, so you graduated from being a bully in middle school to now you're just a complete bitch in real life type shit, and
Yeah.
you stand by
Or
it
you're
and
just a
you
fucking
go,
internet troll.
yeah, and that's valid. That's okay. That's okay for
Yeah,
you.
like
But
that's your shit. That's what you get off on is you want to publicly shame somebody because
yeah,
you're angry or you're poking them because of your own insecurities.
and
And
then
I
what?
think I'm sorry, baby.
I'm gonna say like what has weirded me out more is some of these people. Like I've actually did. Okay, y'all. So y'all should know
Oh,
me
here
by
he
now.
goes.
All right,
I'm just gonna be
well,
quiet.
y'all should know us by now. Okay, so we do research, and with me, I do case studies. So um, I say this because it being like I've come across several profiles that be the ones who be trolling, but then at the same time be the ones who are vulnerable, and then on top of that be the same ones that have the most pride, and it's really conflicting to me. So I zoomed in on it and I wanted to see because how do you go so hard on someone else's post or comment or something, but then that same comment can be in another form of fashion on your post, and now you're defending yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they kind of like, I was like, what? This can't, huh? So you're attacking someone right now and saying some slick shit, but you like them
Yeah.
saying the slick shit to you on your
Well,
shit.
to me, it's just fucking hypocritical.
Exactly.
It's very hypocritical, and unfortunately, people thrive on that weird shit. And I'm just, I'm so sick of. We say it a lot, and I'm gonna say it again. You need to mind the business that pays you. What the fuck
For
is
real.
going on in other people's life? It has nothing to do with you. And it really blew up this week. The
Oh,
artist, the artist.
I
Listen,
don't
I'm going to
like
talk about this real quick though. The artist Jelly Roll filed for divorce from his wife Bunny XO, and she has a podcast. I love her, guys. Check her out. Dumb Blonde is the name of her podcast. She's dope as fuck. But I love her. But what really bothered me is they have kids. Well, they don't have biological kids together, but they have a child. And she's seeing all this shit on the internet. These are real fucking people. They are real people with real feelings in real lives. Don't none of y'all get paid to mind their business. So keep your fucking mouth closed. They are living in their own world. It is not in our tax bracket. I am so sick of people worried about every fucking body else. Especially when you ain't focused on your own house and your windows is dirty. But anyway, that's besides the point, Twin. That does make me angry. Y'all just felt a little bit of my wrath.
Next, we're gonna talk about, since we're here, sloth.
Them lazy motherfuckers.
Lazy as fuck, ain't doing a motherfucking thing, just sitting there waiting for shit to be delivered to you.
But to be fair, I love a lazy day. I will binge
Uh,
watch, forget about responsibilities.
hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But
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 I'm
you but you
still
but you don't live by that.
no, I still do adult shit.
Have to.
Yeah, I have to. But I do have them days, honey. Let it be a rainy day, and I'm gonna sit on my front porch.
You gotta tell me shit. Front porch with a glass of wine, a cigar and a blunt.
Call it a
Shit. Look,
day, and I will
I'm
just scroll
just,
along, happy.
I'm just me. One or two or three gummies. One of them.
It's something like that, somewhere in there. But no, I think that, the actual sense of sloth is to be lazy, and not get up and be a productive member of society, as the older folks would say. But, in today's society, we can look at procrastination as a form of fear, as being overworked, burned out, or even avoiding life.
Hmm.
And I think that's another reason we're going to gear back into social media. It is a form of escapism. We sit there and we scroll for hours, and we find purpose and entertainment in that, or we kick back and watch true crime documentaries for hours. Not calling anybody out here, but it could, it's just, I don't know if it's laziness or if we're just using it to pass the time by while we're not being productive.
And I think that majority of the time, which can be, cloudy against the borders, is
Mm-hmm.
I think sloth kind of piggybacks the rest of them. The wrath, the pride, um, the envy, because the sloths are the ones who are not putting in the work, and that energy spills over to the other ones, which can be clouding their judgment because they don't know what that emotion, they don't know how to identify that. So that I feel like that can be that spills over to the rest of them.
Yeah. I mean, they all, they all tie hand in hand, of course. But, I think that individuals that, how do I put this? Just give up on life. We'll just say they give up on life. They're burnt out. They're avoiding it. They don't want to adult. They don't want to deal with their responsibilities. They stay in unhealthy situations because they don't want to do the work for the change. I think that that's in a modern day society what we can look at as sloth, because you
You, you
have
know,
to put in work to live a productive life. You can't just
and your
avoid it out
and
there.
your level of work. What does it look like to other people?
Yeah, I mean, That's a valid thing too. Like I sometimes, I not to keep talking about myself or talking about you, but fuck, it is our podcast.
We're gonna talk about us. What the fuck we gonna
We're
do?
gonna talk about
Just
us.
for, just in case y'all don't know or don't remember, we're gonna remind you now. Okay.
No, but like I look, and sometimes my best friend she'll point that out to me because I'm like, God, I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? And she'll be like, bitch, you work a full time job. You work a part time job on the weekends. You take care of two kids. You help take care of your parents. And you're building a brand that takes all of your
Yeah.
free time. So she's
And
like, why
then
the fuck do you
wonder
think you're
and then
not
wonder how we
tired?
do it.
Yeah, and but when we're doing it, we don't think about the fact that we do it. So I think laziness and being a sloth is an excuse. And to me, like you said, it ties into the whole envy thing. Instead of being envious, make it your motivation and get up and work.
Exactly, and that is my biggest point to make because as much as like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, if I was to listen and feel a type of way to everyone who's saying anything, we would not be where we are right now
Mm-mm.
because I would have been ran away a long time ago because the shit y'all saying and doing, to us on this platform, it's entertaining for me and I know how to deposit it and where it needs to go. So I'm not taking offense to it. It was just literally hilarious. Like what the fuck? It's like
It is kind of funny.
okay.
But you say something
You,
too crazy, baby. We hit that block button real quick and in a hurry.
I mean, immediately it's not no. We're it.
But y'all
I'm
catch
going to
him on a
entertain.
good day because Twin gonna respond. Me, on the other hand, I ain't even gonna open it. I'm like, moving
Look,
on.
I'll be saying, I'll be like, I got about 15 minutes. Let me cut your ass out real good, real
No,
quick,
not me. I don't
real
even
quick.
open it. I don't entertain the bullshit.
Bro, listen.
Oh,
So since we don't do me like
I love you.
that. I love you more and less
I
some
know
days.
every day.
But the damn fucking documentary about the
Oh God.
maternal
Oh God.
instincts.
You want to talk about this now?
That I mean, it fits into it because that was that's a fucking sloth. That's a sloth situation. That's soft sloth activities. You're doing sloth shit. Like,
No,
like
baby, that was crazy shit.
yo,
Okay,
that's
we're
crazy
gonna
as
talk
fuck.
about that more in depth, probably in our next episode because we do want to talk about
Yeah.
it.
So
So
just know
just
the
know we're
things
gonna
that we
talk about
see.
it. Yeah,
The things
you
we
all
see,
need.
we bring back to the table. That's it.
Yeah, we'll bring this back to the table. So you guys definitely check out the documentary on Netflix, Maternal Instincts. I know if you've not watched it, you're in the fucking dark because everybody has seen this, and we are going to talk about it.
You're
But I don't want to give
you're
any
gonna fucking
spoilers.
gag. Well, yeah, we're not gonna go into it, but yeah, this goes into it. But yeah,
It kind of
we
goes
agree on
into
that.
it. Yeah,
This shit's great.
right. So let's talk about greed, since we're going to talk about that leads into greed. How much is enough? So in
Oh, when do
modern,
you stop?
well, I suffer from greed. So in modern examples, we're going to talk about your Elon Musks and your Jeff Bezos accumulating all this wealth while their workers are struggling, corporate price gouging, and back to social media and the influence culture, promoting endless consumption.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of those, Twin?
It's look. I don't know how much time we have today, but I
Yeah,
can
true.
go into
Well,
that
let's just
for
okay,
the
let's
next
let's right. Let's point it
because
down, into three bullet points here. Do you think capitalism rewards greed?
um yes, I do. And I feel like it's pretty much like fabricated and built and in better terms it's like traffic control,
Mm-hmm.
as far as capitalism. There's a lot of things again going into social media, your ads, your commercials,
Your influencers.
your IG models, your all of that, and it's putting a lot of strain on everyone into where it is like it's getting out of hand because what the fuck y'all be doing? It's like this shit
Well, we're
don't
living in a
even.
culture where it's again blasted in our face any and every
Yeah,
time we want it. And
Right,
it
right.
does make it hard not to, venture out into the capitalism, being like, oh my God, you need this selfie stick because it moves while you're doing stuff. So if you want to be an
Yeah.
influencer, you have to have this. Or I don't
Oh, and
know.
this one is waterproof and it has
Yeah,
LED lights on it. You know, it's like
right. Or exactly. Or, me with my artist stuff that I do. You've got
mm,
the big corporations throwing ads in my algorithm. Oh, you need to spend $400 on a set of markers. It's going to improve your art. That I think capitalism does reward greed in a sense.
it
As the
does.
consumer, we're spending the money and the rich is steadily getting richer. And I can go into a bunch of that bullshit right now, but
For
I'm
real.
going to keep it
And
classy because we ain't going to
and,
bring in the politics into it.
you know, we're not. And then on top of that, it's like the offers and stuff that is being presented to us and stuff. It's like y'all really, it's just literally greed. I mean, y'all just doing this. You're reaching out,
Mm-hmm.
but you're offering us the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
doesn't
you're
it
going to
doesn't
get
add
a
up.
chunk out of it. And it to me,
It
it
doesn't add up. It
doesn't
doesn't
add
make
up.
sense. It just doesn't. The
The
math ain't
percentages
mathing.
are, yeah, the percentages are not math, and you want all the work to be done, but you don't want to reward it. And I think that's bullshit. And it jumps into, can you be wealthy without being greedy? I mean, how much is enough? How much money do you really need? I read that Elon Musk is like the first trillionaire or some shit.
Mm.
Which good for him. He's a smart man. He's done a lot of good things. I will never own one of his vehicles, but he's done some shit. Elon Musk is a brilliant man. He's a smart businessman. I'm gonna give him that. I guess my theory with money is because I am greedy whenever it comes to my own money.
Look, we should have added. They need to add the eighth scene. It's gonna be selfish.
Who's gonna be selfish?
I said no. They should have added the eighth one
Oh,
to be
selfish. Yeah. Well,
selfish.
we both gonna
It's
be
like,
a.
yeah, I
No,
mean, I
I'm
look.
greedy whenever it comes.
If I'm collecting all my Sonic coins, I ain't about to be handing them out either.
I guess I'm different. I don't know. I don't know. For my worldview, I'm a little different. You can't take it with you. Number one,
Yeah, I definitely get it, but it
you
needs to
can't
go
take it with
where it.
you. Yeah,
I
I
get where
think
you're.
it's
I
a
get where you're coming from. I
matter
get where you're going.
of the
It's
character of the
it's a
person.
recipe.
I know it's very hard to be wealthy without being greedy.
Well, because I
That
feel
is.
like you probably be wealthy when you're greedy. You know, so
Well, I mean,
there,
that's
there,
how you become greedy, I guess, or how you
it's a
become wealthy.
recipe. It's a recipe. It's a recipe. You know, less salt, more pepper, less salt,
Or
whatever
no
it looks
salt.
like. Or we do Mrs. Dash. You know.
The table blend without salt.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm always down for a table blend.
Or shit, we could even throw it into Danos. I'm a Kentucky girl. Danos was created here in the city, and all Danos products are salt free. So if you have high
Okay,
cholesterol, check them out. No, this is not paid promotion. I just like Danos.
but it can be.
They can be, hey,
Put that out there. How you doing,
right? Clock it.
Danos? What's up, Big Daddy?
We like to cook and grill.
I mean, we be doing shit. We be eating and shit. I like food. The
Well, let's jump into gluttony then, Mister. I like food.
fuck.
No, I
Well,
think, gluttony is definitely excess beyond food for sure. There's gluttony to me is addiction. You got addiction to drugs, you got addiction to alcohol, you got addiction to social media, shopping, you know, gambling,
mhm,
fuck, even validation and the need for
yeah,
attention.
all of that shit wrapped up into one, and it's up to you to figure the fuck out which path he's going to go to. But
Hmm.
when you're confused about it and it's not clear, that's when life gets messy.
Hmm. And does. And we do, back to the whole capitalism part, there is constant overconsumption and the constant need of we have to have, want. So what are we really hungry for? Or it doesn't, it can go either or, whether it's materialistic or the attention that we need or the validation that we need.
Yeah, for sure. Do you even know what your appetite is? You know, like what is it? What does that mean?
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of how you look at it. That's my take on it. I think that everybody suffers some level of gluttony. There's some level of addiction, regardless of what that addiction may or may not be. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
can scroll
and
on
for
social media and not look at that as a form of addiction, but in reality, we are addicted to our phones. We are addicted to social media. We are addicted to the validations that we receive from it.
and on top of that, what are you not knowing what you want during that? So that makes it more cloudy. That makes it more difficult to navigate. Um, when you're wanting something or you feel a type of way, it kind of gets hard for some who are not able to transcribe that emotion and
Hmm.
be able to lock in on where does it actually stem from? Like, what do you actually want?
And I agree with that. And we've talked, when we were discussing addiction with Nicole, we discussed that. I do believe that people use things that they're addicted to fulfill their emotional voids. And
Hmm.
I am a firm believer in you cannot deal with an addiction until you deal with whatever that emotional void is, whatever trauma you have. You have to fix that emotionally and mentally before you can fix your addiction.
The root cause.
Yes, I am a firm believer in root cause. I think that
Yep.
that hits the nail on the head as far as that goes. But yes, gluttony is very prevalent in today's society. Quite ridiculous, and we all do it. So there's no reason to pretend like we don't.
Jeez, like playing this back in my head, it's like, damn, y'all all fucked up.
No, bitch, you included. Quit lying. Quit
I
playing.
said they. I didn't say us. I said
No,
they.
no, you said
Stay
y'all.
in line. Shut the fuck up, twin. No, mute yourself. The fuck. We won't
Hold
do
up,
this
you
shit on
you
air.
letting the
Uh,
motherfucker, you letting the pride get in the way
no.
here. You got 2 minutes.
Okay,
Y'all,
bro.
Will's perfect. My bad. My bad, gang.
You about to see my wrath, bro.
My bad,
Keep
fam. I
playing.
forgot. I forgot you was perfect. My fault,
What? See, there
gang.
you go. There you go. There you go. Projecting. I ain't even do nothing. I ain't even do nothing. I'm trying to make sense of some shit, and you just projected all your bullshit onto me. I'm perfect. Well, thank you for that, but I'm not. You letting your pride get in your way. Fucking playing. All right, y'all. Look, this is supposed to be a positive
Fucking
episode,
Capricorns.
but shit, it was
All prideful and
stingy
shit.
bitches.
Can't admit nothing.
Nigga, you motherfuckers just perfect all the way around. I mean, if that's what you think. Calm down.
I'm telling you.
Sheesh. Anyway,
Now to the final one. This is a
yeah, I
good
think this
one.
one is. Yeah, because I think this is tied into your shit because I think you lusting after me. Okay,
Yeah, I'm
just
listening
say
after you. You're
just
right.
say that.
Baby.
don't,
I
don't
need
hate me
you.
because you ain't me. Don't hate me because you ain't me.
Let's talk about lust. Whew,
Yeah,
yeah.
this should be number one. You little
I'm celibate 365 days as of today.
bleeps. I wanted to say so much. I literally just bit my tongue right
For
now.
what? There's nothing you could say about me in sexual
Spitting.
issues.
What?
Hmm?
Okay, I was here for all the support until what?
Nothing.
How did we
Anyway,
get there? How did we
shut
get
up.
there, twin? Okay.
Let's talk about lust. We can talk about it on dating apps, the hookup culture, relationships that people have with celebrities, lusting, porn addictions, and unrealistic
Oh my
expectations.
God, you went in your bag with this. Where did you find this at? Like, wait a minute. Hey Siri, is she serious?
I don't have sex. I got to do something.
Sweet heavens.
Reel it
Okay.
back in.
All right. Oh, I got hot. Whew. Okay.
There's a lot I want to say here.
You know what?
There's a lot I want to say, but there's a lot
Go
that
ahead,
I
baby.
shouldn't
Go
say.
ahead. The floor is yours. You go ahead and
No,
open it up.
no, I don't
Yes.
think it's a good
Yes.
idea that I open it up.
I think you need to let it out, twin. I think
Oh,
for
shit.
prideful purposes. Let it out. Let out your wrath.
Okay. I do want to say this.
So
When
you
you're
can
going into
play with
like,
your sloth.
shut up. When you're going into like, let's say you're scrolling on your Tinders or your whatever you're doing and you see an image of an individual, are you automatically lusting over them because of their physical appearance? So for
Yeah,
me,
that's gonna be number one. A lot of people is
yeah,
physical.
you have to have an attraction. There's no way
Yeah.
that you can't not have an attraction. You have to have some sort of attraction. But for me,
So without it, what the fuck am I gonna do here?
for me, it's a step back. It's a step further
I'm just gonna
because
look at it.
I have to be physically attracted to you. But then I gotta be fucking
Step
mentally
one.
attracted to you.
Yes, you gotta fuck my brain.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I really enter into that lust phase because if you can mind fuck me and then you do it to my body just as well, oh,
You about to get it.
you about to get all of it. Because I'm gonna say this, it takes this. I'm not even gonna say special. It takes a particular type of man to reach them levels. It don't happen too often.
Bro, I'm about to fucking hang up. Whew, okay, back.
So
Okay, I'm back. I'm here.
for me, that is what would create lust. So yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
You shouldn't. we'll say,
So
we'll, we'll save that for weeks from now.
no, we're not saving that for anything. So do you think people are looking for actual intimacy or simple attention?
um, honestly,
I
it's
think
a
attention.
mixture. I honestly think it's a mixture of both,
I don't
and
think people understand exactly what the fuck intimacy is.
they don't.
I think
So that's what I say
people
is
look at
I think it's both
intimacy.
because they have their own version of it. Intimacy
Well,
can
I guess you're
be
right. Kind of like we
I
talked
like
about
for
with
you
the
to say
love
hello to
languages.
me versus someone says what's up. So I say hello. It's like, oh my god, you. It's been so long since someone said hello to me. Versus what's up, type shit, whatever they're saying nowadays. So it's a mixture of it's a mixture of both, and it's confusing. And I say that from a I guess from a personal standpoint,
Hmm.
from my interactions with everyone since we been on air, and some of the stuff has been coming at me like that was your that was my first impression of you. Like what? And I gauge it off that.
Yeah.
And it's just me being real because y'all doing the utmost, like the most, and then ones who's not doing
Well,
nothing.
this generation is different. So
I don't be talking to people from this generation.
I know that
It's
you
like
don't, but I've mentioned this
I
before. I
stopped
have
there. It's like
nieces.
no,
I
yo,
have nieces and
crazy.
children that's in this generation, and I look at them and I'm like, whew,
But see, they could be normal for them. They could be
it is.
their
That's
new norm.
normal. And their ideal of lust is something totally different. It's totally different. And do you think that physical attraction is enough for a relationship? Because some of these women out here, they be
Hell
like,
no,
"That's my man, and
no,
he's fine, and
no,
he's this, and he
no. That's
may
how
be
the fuck
fine,
you.
honey, but what is he bringing to the table?"
That's how the fuck you end up with baby daddies and baby mamas. That's
Exactly,
come
and a
on
wet
now.
ass. He's
Yeah,
got to be bringing more than a wet ass,
that's
and
it.
and these people got to understand that just because you're attracted to him does not mean that you're going to have intimacy with them. You're not going to have a deep connection or a deep level. Yes, they may be fine, sexy, whatever, but you've got to raise your standards to more than them being fine.
Yep.
Because,
And
honey, you can
second
put
step
anybody on
is
your arm, but you have to have some type of connection.
exactly connection, and on top of that, and it's not about just the sex. Because a lot of times, I'm gonna say
I
this.
got to ask you this question. I
Oh
got to ask you
God.
this question. I'm going to
Okay.
ask it because
All right. Wait. Let me take a shot first, because this is
okay, because it was a conversation that I recently had. So I have to ask you this question. And then I also want to discuss, what I mentioned with porn addiction and unrealistic expectations. But
okay.
here's this
Okay. Let's go.
question. It was asked to me. let's say, and it's
So
going to
you
be
gonna
kind of
say
hard for you
you're
to
gonna
answer
pass?
because, like, you're
So you're gonna
married
pass
and
it over
shit.
there.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, so you just gonna pass it over here?
I'm
Okay.
not passing it to you, but I am. We're going to say hypothetically if you weren't married and all that fun shit that, adults do. So I was asked if I found somebody with the attraction level, brought everything to the table that I wanted, was the stand up guy that I was looking for, all of the things. He checked all the boxes, but the sex was bad. Could I make a relationship work?
With you,
My
no,
answer was yes.
no.
I could do it. I would figure it the fuck out.
No, no, you won't because I'm gonna have to deal with this shit. No, no, there's gonna be more phone calls for me. No, it would not work.
I'm like group chat.
Mm-mm,
What do I
mm-mm.
do?
I don't want no ports. No, no.
Okay,
Been
so
there,
Twins'
done
answer
that.
was no. The person who
Mm-mm.
asked me that question, their answer was no too. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah,
Don't matter how good the person is to them, that would be a deal breaker. And I guess maybe it might be.
girl.
It was just a question. It was just a question. And let's talk about porn addiction and unrealistic expectations. Because I think some of these people out here that watch porn think that that is what sex is supposed to be like every time. And they develop unrealistic expectations sexually. What are your
Do it because
thoughts?
they're looking at a performance. It's something. It's
Yeah.
like okay. So when I go get me a Dodge Charger, I'm supposed to be Dominic Toretto from fucking Fast and Furious. So that's your expectation, but you've never driven that way. So what the fuck you doing? That's not even your. That's not even your lane. That's not what you do. So why the
It's
fuck?
not your wheelhouse.
No, you don't do that shit. It's a scene. It's a set. So no, if you can do this for okay, do this for a year straight, then we can talk about it. But no, one night, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever the minutes is, nah, I
Twin,
ain't
do you
gonna be in
remember
that
we
shit.
was in Chicago?
I mean, vaguely. I
And the people
was
across
no,
the way left their curtains open?
I was influenced.
I just thought of that.
Oh God, yes, that was Hallmark. Oh, I want to redo that trip again.
Dude, shit just be happening to us. Who walks
Shit
on the
be
balcony to a
happening.
real life porno?
I mean, who walks
Just
away with a tablecloth tucked in their pants? Yeah, should be happening, y'all. So
2 minutes.
I appreciate the love and support, y'all. But yeah, y'all gotta, y'all ain't seen it in person yet.
It's
Shit be
intriguing.
shitting.
But anyway, needless to say, guys, the seven deadly sins, just take a look, step back and see how much of these you're doing in your day to day life. And I'm not saying, nobody's perfect and we're all going to continue to do these things. So we discussed what deadly sin you may struggle the most with in the beginning. So now that we've broke them down, Twin, do you still feel like it would be wrath?
Yes,
And do you still feel like
because I
society struggles the most with envy?
yes,
Okay.
I definitely feel that, and it's just because of my mindset. So I cannot, expect that or put that out there for everyone else to be on the same level. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, as far as my mindset, I have no issues with the others, but Raph I identify the most with because everything
And
is,
what
I'm
sin, which sin do you think is most normalized today?
less.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And what sin destroys relationships the fastest?
Ugh, all
I
of
think
them.
pride.
I
I think pride.
don't want to say all of them. They kind of they it's wrapped up into one pig in a blankie.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And what sin would you say fuels all of the sins? Like, what is the big sin?
Gluttony.
I agree. I agree. And I think social media has turned envy, pride, gluttony into everyday behaviors.
Yeah, which is again, as our 2 episodes ago, we was talking about everyone following social trends and
Mm-hmm.
the bodies, BBLs, and hair
Copy and
transplants,
paste.
and just everything. Just like stuff is getting so much normalized to where it's putting pressure on people at younger ages versus the
Mm-hmm.
ones who actually should literally be doing this, and the ones at that age they were not speaking about it or not making a
Yeah.
big deal about it, and we're at the age now to where the younger generation is coming right out with it. It's like, why the
Oh,
fuck
honey,
you
I
are?
know.
Yeah,
13 and
why you?
14.
Yeah, why are you 21 with the? You going to? You doing what? You get what done? Like, what do you? Okay,
Crazy work. Your body ain't even fully developed. And your brain's not even fully developed till you're 25. Honey, I'm just so glad that
that's probably been pushed back too.
I
and
know. But I'm
they took
so
a new
glad that
survey.
when we were out there doing it, there was no cameras.
Man, because we
Baby,
would
we
not be
had
on the air
MySpace.
today, guys. We would not
We had
be on the
MySpace.
air now.
We would have been entertaining as hell. But I'm glad that there was no cameras to capture everything.
Nope. And we wouldn't have remembered if the cameras was there or not. So that's a plus.
Hell,
So
even now we don't remember when the cameras are there.
that
We just
adds
be
to my
rolling.
pride. So we can put that under the pride tab.
Yeah.
I'm proud that
I'm proud that we survived. I don't know, y'all.
man.
I think that again, the seven deadly sins are everyday behaviors, and we don't recognize them anymore. We just continue on with our lives, and I don't know. I think it's an important mirror check. You should
Yeah, it
definitely
definitely is. And then also don't
definitely
think
take a
that.
look at it.
And then definitely don't look at it as a I don't know like a concrete version of what the seven deadly sins are.
Yeah, like if y'all want
Although
to know the biblical aspect of it, you read your Bibles.
yeah, and those words don't mean like immediately something right now, but there's a version of that happening to you
Yes.
exactly like the way it is. So don't take the words for for verbatim, but just know that we know that you are literally dealing with that some type of aspect in the
Hmm.
mirror that you're dealing with it. So you might not be able to identify and place those into those exact categories where it fits at, but just know it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, I mean, even though Mr. Perfect over here don't want to admit
Oh,
it, we all struggle with it.
oh my God! Why does everybody call me perfect? That
Because you
makes me
are.
sick. It's annoying.
Oh, I take it back.
Thank you. I don't want to be perfect. The fuck?
You are perfect with your perfect face. Just.
I know, right?
You guys have a happy and blessed week. Don't forget to stay in the mirror, check your own sins. Make sure you clean your own glass before you talk about somebody else's.
Oh, this made me think about the See No Evil movie. But okay, stay in the mirror.
We'll see you next week. Bye, babies.
Bye.
Bye.